Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. Comedy is the greatest genre of anime. That's it. That's the video. And I don't specifically mean the anime that have comedy in it. I mean the anime that make their entire genre comedy. And you know what I mean. I'm talking about the Gintama-esque animes.
シルビアさん、シルビアさん、俺のケツになんか当たってるんです。当ててんのよ。
I finally have worked up the courage to really talk about this subject because this video has been in my head since, well, the beginning of my channel, and that's been several months ago. And I think comedy is one of the best genres. My ranking of genres is actually a little bit different, and I've had a lot more love for comedy genres than any other genre. So why comedy? What I mean by comedy is this anime decides it wants to be funny. This anime defaults into humor. It tries its best to be hilarious, and oftentimes it has a lot of references, and it likes to do a lot of jokes about everything, and it really doesn't take anything serious, and I enjoy that. And obviously I could talk about Gintama, I can talk about so many other anime, and I think Gintama is probably the best case scenario.
いつの間になんだこれは。アニメ銀魂テレビ東京他で大人気放送中。あいつらがっつり番宣までしていきやがった。
But I could also talk about Prison School. Prison School is a comedy, purely a comedy, because God, that show was hilarious.
こいつら勝ちだ。完全に獲物を狙う目をしてやがる。おお、慎吾だな。一緒に浴びるでござる。
そんなとこで突っ立ってないでさ。早く入れよ。
小生が背中でも流すでござる。
Or I could talk about Konosuba. Konosuba means so much to me. Like, I can't believe that anime has to come back. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm ready to petition. I'm ready to fight. And I'm ready to get all the troops rallied because Konosuba deserves to be something so much longer. Like, Konosuba deserves way more seasons than it got and a lot more movies. Like, what if we just showed Konosuba more? God, man, I just think it deserves so much better. But hey, whatever, that is another video for another time. Comedy just does it better. And by better, I mean a lot of comedy anime have this way of subversion. Humor is a good way to bring comfortability. When you have laughed a couple times, you at least get comfortable, you're enjoyable, and the moment seems to lead itself toward appreciating the story more. We get a little bit more understanding of the personalities of each character. A lot of comedic anime, especially, well, once again, gonna use the case of Gintama. I remember most of the side characters in Gintama, especially by their humor, a lot of their jokes, and a lot of their stupid ideas definitely sit with me. I can remember Katsura's jokes so much, and I remember his character, I remember his backstory, and I remember so many different things just because I understood their humor and the way they like to tell their jokes. Comedy is one of those great devices that have helped me recognize characters for who they are and their personality types. And comedy does this in a really wonderful way because when you're really into comedy, you learn that comedy has different forms, different ideas, and a lot of different concepts. And when an anime decides to focus on comedy, it has to have a multitude of styles of comedic intrigue, approach, and timing. And that shows up. And even though there's a bit of a barrier to entry because we're not in the same place and a lot of their references are different, a lot of their jokes and timing do hold something, and then sometimes it gets a genuine chuckle and laugh out of me. Like, Baka Test is solidly funny. A lot of it's physical humor, a lot of it's random jokes and references to historical figures, and a lot of it's ecchi is actually just funny. It's no more than that. It's just a joke and it's enjoyable to laugh.
However, if I catch you holding hands, making out, or playing hide the sausage, I won't hesitate to kill your entire family.
That kind of includes you, Akira.
Or we can couple that with the stylistic humor of Prison School. Prison School is filled with so much satirical humor and stupid jokes and one-liners that are incredibly funny. And it's like you're sitting around with your boys making these stupid jokes, and we're just sitting around realizing, wow, we're really stupid, but this is hilarious. Those laughs that come out of genuine levity and bodacious, awkward communication between guys when we're left to our own devices to be stupid together. Prison School was one of those times where I realized that anime can genuinely be hilarious, because a lot of shonen manga sometimes, and even seinen, fall flat. And unfortunately, the comedy is used as just a simple device. It's trying to liven it up before we get back to being psychologically bullied or dealing with the pitfalls of what happens when we have to follow a set plot that is set in motion by a lot of highly emotional moments that definitely ruin the good jokes, even though good timing could work with those, but very often the timing is off.
痛い目見たくなきゃ二度と俺の前に現れんな
Or maybe we can talk about Psyche K. I think that anime is wonderful, but I feel like it suffers from not having a bit more of a plot, even though it seems to grow and its humor seems to evolve throughout each episode, and I enjoy it more and more. But the problem for me was it was too based in comedy. Like, I think Gintama is the happy medium, Konosuba is the happy medium. Pulling off a great comedy anime is actually easier than I thought it would be, because there's an unbelievable list of comedy animes that do it well, and it's genuinely enjoyable, and they don't seem to copy and paste each other's jokes. They seem to have their own personality, their own world, and their own ideas. I even liked Aho Girl. I liked so many different comedies, and they're a lot more memorable, and I can name so many side characters off the top of my head. Or maybe I could talk about Space Dandy. I think Space Dandy is one of the most self-aware, funny jokes ever, because he seems uncool, but he's cool. He's cool in the way that he's his own self, and we enjoy that about him. Space Dandy is a very great and stylistic, wonderful anime, and I feel like it's super underrated. Not a lot of people enjoy it, and the production, the animation, a lot of the ideas that are thrown into it, it seems like something that should have caught on more, but it wasn't really appreciated. Comedy has a way of uniting us, giving us great happy moments, and it also, when it's co-opted with singular messages and moments that really impact us, it can be one of the most incredible showcasings of what the medium can offer. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I enjoy comedic anime more than anything, because we can all unite under a good joke. We can all unite under something that makes us laugh, and also we get something else out of it.
絶対に二人とも同じ屈辱を味わわせてやる
And also, let's not forget that One Punch Man is a comedy also. Hina Matsuri is freaking hilarious. Jesus, man, that show is crazy funny, and it's such a deadpan humor. Like, comedy has so many bangers that some are just unbelievable that they accomplish so much within their comedic humor and a lot of their stories that just kept going forward. And I think that's pretty much why comedy is one of the best genres that anime has to offer. And if you agree or disagree, let me know, but make sure it's a joke, because I'm not going to take you seriously if you don't. Anyway, have a great day.